All right, hey VC, how you doing? My name is Jamie. Thanks again for stopping by. Welcome back. Hey, it is Black Friday Record Store Day, so a whole bunch of releases happening today. And I want to thank Trevor at Sound Fixation, one of the local record shops here in Stratford, for opening early this morning. And yeah, so we were able to pick up a few things. And funny though, he didn't have the one record I was looking for, which was Alice Cooper's Complete Live from the Astroturf. This was being released as part of Black Friday Record Store Day. This was the complete performance with a reunion of the Alice Cooper Band, and I've heard some of the tracks from it, and this issue looks interesting, but it didn't come in, so hopefully it'll come in eventually, but the one album I was looking for didn't come in, which happens. It's Black Friday Record Store Day. Some releases don't arrive in time, that sort of thing, but I did pick up a few things, and so we'll show them to you now. Certainly for this one, another 50th anniversary release, and I didn't know this was initially on the Black Friday listing, but I was very pleased to pick up Frank Zappa and the Mothers of Invention, We're Only in It for the Money, from 1968. This album initially recorded in 1967, and as you can see, a complete lampoon of not only Sgt. Pepper's, but of 60s counterculture. And I'll just read you the hype sticker in the corner here. We're Only in It for the Money, the original mono mix. And yeah, this is the mono version, so I love mono mixes. Pressed on vinyl for the first time since 1968, this package randomly contains one of 4 different picture discs featuring unseen art from The Vault, mastered by Bernie Grundman in 2018, just in time for its 50th anniversary. Hotcha. There you go. All right, so let's take a look inside. And it is, of course, a gatefold, so I do have to completely open it up here. Yes, and certainly this is a great album from early Frank Zappa. Such a wonderful send-up on 60s counterculture, and certainly for Sgt. Pepper's. And this was the original intended cover, and as you can see, it folds up like that. Again, a complete lampooning of Sgt. Pepper's, but the record company at the time was nervous about this cover, or had issues with it being too close to Sgt. Pepper's and whatnot, certainly the front and the back. So what they did is they used this for the cover. So this, they actually turned it, I don't want to bend it completely, but they used, I believe, that for the front cover, and this was for the back. And then this was on the inside of the gatefold, essentially. So they just reversed it, and needless to say, Frank Zappa wasn't too happy about that. But I mean, an incredible cover. And then even inside, that's with the yellow background there. Okay, let's take a look at what the vinyl looks like and what we've got inside. Okay. And this also includes the original, again, the send-up. I'll have to cover up one part of it for YouTube there. But this, in terms of Sgt. Pepper's, with some of the cutouts that they had for the original album, that they included that as well. But I've got to cover that up. And, oh gosh, let's take a look at the vinyl. Again, the nice mono mix. You don't see this too often, that's for sure. Oh my goodness, look at this. Wow. That is beautiful. Look at that. My goodness. Oh. And with Jimi Hendrix actually taking part in the photo shoot. Just amazing. And it's on a nice lined sleeve inside here. Yeah, so pretty pleased with that. That's a nice package, certainly for that overall. And I'm always, just on the side note, with regards to the cover, again, what was the intended cover initially, and then was instead released on the inside of the gatefold. But as you can see, it's a nice send-up, and some of the people involved have their eyes blacked out and whatnot, but including this young girl here. But initially, I think on the gatefold, her eyes weren't blacked out, because I did pick up years back, and certainly my first introduction to this was when Rykodisc were releasing Frank Zappa, Mothers of Invention, for the first time, and so they teamed this up, or put this with Lumpy Gravy as well, just to fill up the CD sort of thing, which was good value for your money. But as you can see here, I don't know if the glare there, here her eyes are not blacked out as they are in this. just an observation for, whatever reason, but I'm always kind of taken aback by that, why they would choose to do that later. But there you go. There must be some story. And there you go, the incredible Frank Zappa and the Mothers of Invention. All right, yeah, there's certainly a lot you can say about that album, and certainly a lot you can say about this album. Picked up for Record Store Day, Black Friday, the Wailers, Catch a Fire, with the replica lighter opening. And Bob Marley and the Wailers, Catch a Fire, 45th Anniversary Limited Edition, the return of the original 1973 lighter jacket, and it's a special 180-gram color vinyl. All right, so let's take a look inside. So yeah, we're definitely going to have to open this one up. And certainly Bob Marley and the Wailers, another classic album. They have so many classic albums for sure. All right, we'll slowly take that off. And there we go. And then it should open up like that. And even the even the sleeve is specially cut for this. And we'll... Oh, it's bent a little bit that way. There we go. Huh, interesting. Yeah, bent on... Oh, it's bent on the corners like that. I thought it was cut like that. Okay, it's bent on the corners like that. There you go, and then just pops out like that. I thought they would have specially cut that sleeve for that. Interesting. And we'll pop that down like that. But yeah, they just folded that over. Isn't that interesting? They just folded that over like that. You think they might have... And let's take a look at the vinyl. All right, and it's in kind of the, shall we say, smoke color. And great song listing. I mean, Concrete Jungle, 400 Years, Stop That Train, Baby We've Got a Date, and we've got Stir It Up, Kinky Reggae, Midnight Ravers. Great album overall. But yeah, I thought that was an odd way to do the sleeve for that one. They've gone to so much attention to replicate the classic cover like that. You think they would have done something. There you go. Yeah, not always easy to get that back down in there. But I'll certainly look forward to listening to that. And yeah, Bob Marley and the Wailers, Catch a Fire. All right, and moving right along, wasn't going to pick this up, but I did. Yeah, Devo, their debut album on picture disc for the first time, limited edition of 5,000. And, it's just a great debut. And I certainly remember when this album came out, how it was like, wow, this is really different sounding. Certainly remember when they appeared on Saturday Night Live doing their cover of the Rolling Stones' Satisfaction, which is featured on this disc. So this is simply in sort of a jacket like that, which is kind of the downside of sometimes with picture discs, the way they're, packaged like that. It's good and it's not so good. There you go. And there you go. Are we not men? We are Devo. There you go, Devo's debut disc for the first time. And then it gives you the song listings sort of on the corner here. And that hype sticker right on that, and more information there. And then like that. All right, and I picked up just one more. This was second, certainly, on my list, and it was nice to see that Trevor had a few copies of this, because a few people certainly were picking this up. The Jimi Hendrix Experience, a Record Store Day of 45, again, mono. This is Burning of the Midnight Lamp, and this has Crosstown Traffic and Gypsy Eyes also on this, and these are numbered, interesting, which you don't often see for 45, so this is number 2,265. So nice to see that. And let's take a look inside. And so, yeah, original mono mixes, individually numbered orange vinyl. And, of course, this, again, is an authorized Hendrix Family Edition, exclusive Record Store Day. And this makes a nice complement for the recent Jimi Hendrix Electric Ladyland issue. And we'll just pop that out, and it just comes out like that. And as you can see, bursting forth is the orange vinyl. And they have Crosstown Traffic and Burning of the Midnight Lamp on one side, on side A. And then on side B, they have Gypsy Eyes. All right. So there you go. Looking forward to listening to some of this stuff. I'll just show you this classic cover once again. And yeah, thanks for stopping by. Have yourself a great weekend, and we'll chat again real soon. Hit like and subscribe if you can. Take care. Bye-bye.